In this video, what we're going to be looking at are the differences between positive statements and normative statements, what we call value judgments. Now this is fairly simple stuff really, but let's just take a few examples. It is something that does come up in exam paper questions quite regularly. Now, all a positive statement is, it's basically something that can be tested. Okay, it could be true, it could be false. Okay, so in economics, positive statements that we tend to look at could be, well, if interest rates were to increase, then ultimately what this will mean is that people will be less able to afford houses because mortgages are more expensive. So there'll be a lower demand for houses. Okay, we could be looking at things away from economics. We could be looking at things like if you do more revision, you will get better exam results. Just things that can be tested to be true or false. Okay, now normative or value judgments tend to be opinions. And these are things that are extremely difficult to test. There's often more than one answer for the question. These are the things that lead to lots of discussion and debate. Okay, so it could be, I think income tax rate should increase. Okay, now you could argue that they should, because ultimately, if people on high levels of income were to pay more tax, then they're paying what many would deem to be their fair share of things for society. Others would say, if you've worked hard, why should you pay more tax than somebody on a lower level of income, for example? I could throw other opinions in. I think that the tax on petrol should increase. There'll be some people that can say, yeah, I think you're completely right for these reasons, but I think you're wrong for these reasons. Now, what we're going to be looking at later on in the term is looking at essays. And essays tend to be looking at value judgments. You've got to basically work out what your opinion is. Then you might repeat the thread, explain why you think you're right, but also consider the problems behind it as well. So in economics, we will be looking at both positive and normative statements.